He was a Green Beret, a father of three, sleeping next to the woman he trusted most. She chose murder over divorce, then made his body disappear. Where is Matthew Johnson? And what her own lover recorded will shock you. Matthew Johnson was a Green Beret father of three living in a $1 million Utah home with his wife Jennifer Gledill. Neighbors saw a perfect family. Friends broke bread at their table. One friend, Kevin Thompson, later said he trusted her completely. Then it turned out she was responsible for Matthew's death. By July 2024, divorce was discussed. In August, Jennifer filed a protective order against Matthew. A judge would examine her evidence and dismiss the order on September 16th. 5 days later, Matthew was dead. The judge wrote that the marriage was highly dysfunctional and bringing out the worst in both parties. He said divorce should have been filed long before. Commissioner Russell Minus reviewed Jennifer's videos and text messages. He did not see a frightened woman. He saw someone confrontational and demeaning. He wrote that Jennifer tried to goad Matthew into a violent response. The protective order was denied. What the commissioner did not know was that Jennifer had been having an affair. She had also shown her lover a loaded Glock 19X 2 days before the murder. On September 20th, Matthew discovered the affair. Witnesses reported a heated argument that night. Matthew went to sleep believing the conflict was over. He was wrong. In the weeks before his death, Matthew stopped sleeping at home. He stayed at a National Guard facility out of concern for his safety. A Green Beret cannot defend himself while asleep next to a threat he does not fully recognize. In one of his last conversations with Kevin Thompson, Matthew said divorce was the only path forward. He sounded resolved. On September 19th, Jennifer arranged for their 3 children to stay at her parents' house. The home would be empty except for the couple. The stage was set. Matthew had no idea that his wife had already chosen murder over divorce. The early morning of September 21st, Matthew Johnson lay sleeping in the master bedroom. He was vulnerable. He was not expecting an attack. Jennifer took his own 9mm handgun and shot him in the head. This was not a crime of passion. Hours had passed since the argument ended. Matthew had gone to sleep. That meant he believed the danger was over. Jennifer later confessed that she put his body into a rooftop storage container. She slid it down the stairs of their home. She loaded it into the family minivan. She smashed his phone. Then she drove his truck to a nearby neighborhood and abandoned it. Jennifer drove north from Cottonwood Heights toward Davis County. She buried Matthew Johnson in a shallow grave. The exact location remains unknown. Over 70 searchers have since combed multiple counties without finding him. A storage container with Matthew's blood was later found floating in water, but a container is not a body. After the burial, Jennifer returned home and began cleaning. She bleached the walls. She used carpet cleaning supplies throughout the master bedroom. She removed the blood-soaked mattress. On September 24th, 3 days after the murder, she ordered a new mattress online. It arrived 2 days later. 6 days passed before Jennifer reported Matthew missing. On September 23rd, the Utah National Guard began searching because Matthew failed to report for duty. On September 28th at 11:47 p.m., Jennifer finally called police. She claimed Matthew said he would be gone for a week and told her not to call him. That story fell apart quickly, but her lover had already started recording her. On September 22nd, Jennifer had confessed everything to him: the shooting, the container, the burial. He noticed bruises on her body. She said she got them while burying her husband and scrubbing the house. He was terrified. He saved every recording. On the recorded phone call, Jennifer said Matthew was not a person anymore. She said he was not Matt. Then she compared herself to the Queen of Hearts. Off with their heads. She said if she could round up the scum of the earth and kill them all, she could fix the country. She asked her lover not to think of her as a monster. The call happened on September 22nd. Matthew had been dead less than 24 hours. Jennifer was already speaking of him in the past tense while no one else knew he was gone. Her lover waited until October 2nd. Then he contacted police with the recordings and screenshots. On October 2nd, police executed a search warrant on the Johnson-Gledill home. They found blood under the master bedroom carpet, blood on the bed frame slats, reddish-brown spots on the walls and blinds, a strong smell of bleach, and a brand-new mattress. Phone records confirmed Jennifer ordered the mattress on September 24th. GPS data from her phone showed her traveling to the location where Matthew's truck was found at 6 a.m. on September 21st. The same data tracked her journey north toward Davis County. Jennifer was arrested that day for first-degree murder and obstruction of justice. On October 24th, Jennifer's parents were also arrested. Thomas and Rosalie Gledill, ages 71 and 67, faced 4 counts of obstruction each. They had spent over 5 hours at Jennifer's house in late September, but initially claimed less than 1 hour. Rosalie had purchased the new mattress and remotely reset her phone, losing all location data. Thomas told police, "I did not go in where the incident happened," revealing knowledge of a crime scene before police mentioned any incident. Inside their home, police found a Glock 19X gun box wrapped in a child's onesie. The family's cover-up was unraveling. Jennifer Gledill remains in custody after a judge denied bail. She said she would shoot herself before going to jail. Her trial is scheduled for December 8, 2025, and is expected to last 8 days. Matthew's $500,000 life insurance policy is frozen. His body is still missing. His family released a statement hoping someone will come forward with the location so they can properly lay him to rest. 3 children have lost both parents. Matthew Johnson, a Green Beret and father, lies somewhere in northern Utah in an unmarked grave. His killer knows where. The search continues.